Hey guys, what's going on? Dan here, back at the workbench again, and this time we're going to be doing another exciting new product review, and this is a big one that's come out into the market recently by Athearn in the Prime for Grime series. It is the Railbox FMC 50-foot combo door boxcars. So I have all three variations of the Prime for Grime Railbox series cars here that Athearn has done. I have 531, 526, and 50,000 here. I paid $28 per car for Main Model Works, which is a really good price. MSRP on these cars is $33.98 from Athearn direct. These are running out pretty fast though, so if you can find some good deals like these on these cars, I definitely go out and get them now because they are flying off the shelves pretty quick. So I'm going to go ahead and start unboxing these cars. I have not opened these prior to this video, so I'm going to go ahead and open them up now. So again, if there's any damage or anything like that, anything that we need to know about out of the box, missing parts wise, anything like that, you guys will see it live just like I will here, and I'll point it out to you guys. So we'll go ahead and get started on the unboxing. Basically the same kind of style of packaging the RTR line has, and some of the Genesis boxes have. It's pretty simple. It's a good protective box. We have the exploded parts diagram on the inside there. I will go ahead and just leave that in there for now. We have a warranty card and then the newsletter, stuff like that as always that Athearn includes in these cars. And then we have a nice prepackaged model here in a clamshell box, which keeps the cars nice and safe. And here we can see as we pull the car out, we have the model itself. So the car we're going to be starting with is 50026, and out of the box it's got some great detail. Everything's looking good so far. Athearn's apparently upgraded these older cars a little bit too. They've added some additional extra details like the photo etch crossover platforms, additional grab irons, and they've done basically a better job on some of the older brake rigging on these cars as well, refining some of the details, which is a nice touch. I also like the wood tack boards on these too. They did a nice job adding that separate little piece. So that's a neat little upgrade on these cars. That's something I haven't seen before, so that's something I wanted to point out right off the bat here that I noticed that's pretty interesting. It's a good touch. Looking at the car on the sides here, you guys can see we have the ghost lettering scheme. The Railbox logo is completely faded. The graphics are completely torn out, basically torn up. They're basically obsolete on this car, and you get these weird little ghost prints of where the lettering used to be where the paint hasn't faded, and so that's why you get this really cool ghost lettering effect. It's really neat. The car's nicely faded and it's got the pre-weathered look with the kind of it's basically like a rust earthy tone color paint to it, which looks really nice. In comparison with prototype photos I'm looking at here, the patching seems to line up perfectly on the prototype side. Got a nicely faded door, great door detail here. We got the repairs on the door, we got the really nice separate patchwork here, and all the data and everything matches the prototype photos perfectly. The stencil size and everything matches really well as well, and then the ghost lettering is spot on this side as well. On the roof here, some really nice painting. You guys can see the faded roof and some of the overspray on the top on the metal panels, because most of the time they don't ever paint these panels, so it's a neat little touch as well. On the ends, like I pointed out, we got the simple printing, really crisp, clean painting, printing, and everything, and all the separately applied details. We got a plastic McHenry style knuckle coupler, separately applied grab irons, walkways made of photo etched metal, and then we have the metal wheels on these cars as well, which is nice. Looking at this side of the car in comparison with prototype photos, which I actually did find on the opposite side, the patchwork is inaccurate. It appears to be a case where Athearn has basically pasted and copied the artwork onto the opposite side of the car, which is unfortunate, but that's something I'm going to go ahead and point out here. This side of the car is accurate to the prototype. This side, they basically copied the artwork and then put it on the opposite side of the car here. So that's kind of a bummer. I'm not too bothered by it here though, because it still does look good. Again, crisp, clean painting and printing on this side. We got the reflective safety stripes, an abundance of nice little separately applied grab irons, and other nice details. The next car out of the box is ABOX 50031, and again, just like before, the car out of the box is in good shape. There's no missing or broken parts, which is a good sign. Out of the box we have really nice pre-faded lettering. We have pre-faded car body with the nice reddish oxide, kind of oxidized color that these rail boxes get over time. It's a nice effect. We have prototypical correct patching and data. We have the safety striping. We have the nice detail on the door, on the tracks, all the prototypical patching on this end of the car as well, with the correct stencil sizes for everything. The faded and basically weathered Railbox logo with the preserved X here on this door is a nice touch. That all looks good compared to prototype photos. Minimal detailing on the underbody, just the basic brake rigging. On the roof here, some really nice pre-faded metal panels. Looks really nice. On this side of the car, unfortunately I could not find photos to match this side of the car to justify if it's right or wrong. I'm assuming Athearn probably pasted and copied the artwork from this side to this side as well, though, on this car more than likely. So it's probably inaccurate, but without prototype reference I can't say 100% sure. It's just a hunch here, but I'm going to say it's more than likely wrong, which is unfortunate, but it doesn't bother me too much. It still looks really nice. But again, crisp, clean printing and painting on this side of the car. Everything looks very nice out of the box. A really nice model. The next car on review here is the ABOX 50000. Again, out of the box, no missing or broken parts, which is a good sign. This one again has the prototypically correct patch repairs and artwork. We got the nice pre-faded, pre-weathered car sides here, the prototypically correct patching, safety striping is added, you have the ghost lettering, the nicely faded door in contrast with the freshly patched and repaired door on this side, the combo door here. You guys can see they modeled the faded lettering, and then they actually tried to redo the X on this door with a smaller X, which is a neat touch, but that's there on the prototype, which is really nice. We have the correct ABOX stenciling in green, which is pretty much is really well portrayed on this model. The stencil size and everything looks really good, and it's imperfect just like the real prototype, which is really nice. We have the correct data, everything looks really good, and again I just love that pre-faded Railbox lettering. Again, minimal detailing on the underbody. We have a nicely done roof. This one looks lighter than all the others. It's in pretty good shape, it appears to anyway. It's slightly faded, but not as bad, like I said, as the others. But that's just what I'm seeing here in terms of lighting. It doesn't look as faded as the others, is what I'm trying to point out here. All the detailing on the ends is in really good shape and looks really nice. On this side, I could not find, again, photos of this side to justify if the artwork is right or wrong, but again, I'm going to assume that Athearn copied and pasted the artwork to this side from this side as well, so it's probably inaccurate, but again, we don't have prototype photos to accurately decipher if it's right or wrong. More than likely, again, it's a copy and paste job, so it's probably wrong, but again, it looks good out of the box, and that's what matters to me here. So on each one of these cars, I checked the coupler height. These have the standard McHenry style knuckle couplers, and after a comparison with my KD height gauge on the ABOX 5026 here, both couplers were kind of low, slightly low according to the gauge. On the ABOX 50,000 here, the couplers lined up perfectly, and on the ABOX 50031, one coupler is bent upward, so it doesn't line up very well. One coupler is slightly low. And again, I've mentioned this before, but it's a common problem with these plastic McHenry knuckle couplers. They are a bit fragile, and they bend easily. You can fix this issue, or you can upgrade the couplers. That's your choice. In this case, I'm probably going to keep the couplers. I'll just bend them back into position and then realign them with a KD height gauge, so that's not too big a deal. So as you can see, Athearn's done a very nice job representing the prototype details of these older cars, and they've done a great work with the artwork, the patching, the pre-weathered sides. I really like all the details on these cars. They look very nice. Okay, so that being said, I am a little disappointed about the artwork basically being identical on both sides. I'm not a huge fan of that because it sort of defeats the purpose of prototype modeling or offering a car that's basically sold as prototypically correct when you basically copy and paste the artwork on one side of the car to the other. It's not prototypically accurate because the patching is going to be different on each side of the car. It's not going to match up perfectly like that. Again, though, on Athearn's favor here, they don't have prototype reference for the opposite sides of these cars, and I understand that, but even still, maybe find pictures of different cars, even if it's not the same number, and just duplicate the artwork. Again, they're trying to keep these cars in a certain budget range, I understand that, and again, they don't have prototype photos to work with, but there are ways around that. I'm not too big a fan of having these cars basically done up, advertised as prototypically accurate, and then basically copying the artwork on both sides so that it's identical. It's not realistic and it's not prototypical. This is a big challenge for us prototype modelers, however, because if we did want to fix these up and basically make them 100% prototypically accurate, we'd have to strip off all the artwork and basically redo it. So it is a bit of a disappointment here. That being said, though, I'm not going to change these myself. They are still nice models out of the box. They still look good, and Athearn did a great job with them. Alright guys, so that'll do it for this product review for now. Be sure to subscribe here on YouTube for more exciting content in the future. Follow my work on Facebook and Instagram. My Facebook page is Dan's Custom Trains, Daniel Arnold. My Instagram name is Danny Dankinson, that is all lowercase. Again, you guys can follow my work there on my social media. I'm always posting pictures of projects that I'm doing for myself and for other people. And again, subscribe here on YouTube for more content in the future. I got tons more videos on the way, so I hope you guys like them. Take it easy for now, guys, and I will see you later.